Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Wednesday, which means it's time for Nozz watches Bofuri. Oh boy! So in the last episode of Bofuri, our boy, our girl finally got into a fight. She fought Red Astolfo, won. But a bunch of fighting happened, and honestly, I don't care about that all that much because Pain and his boys rolled up to the Maple Tree base, and oh my God, Maple actually took some damage because our main villain for this arc has been he's been practicing things to just turn off defenses, and Maple actually took health damage. I think this is the first time she's actually been in the yellow health zone, so hey. I'm kind of hoping she'll win just for gimmicks, because the whole point of this show, the title is, I don't want to get hurt. I don't know, it'd be kind of funny if she just scraped out a win because Pain did something stupid. Like, she just wins through just sheer fucking dumbass luck. That'd be kind of hilarious, but who knows how this is gonna go, but yeah, I guess we gotta look forward to that, and I guess let's see, shall we? Let's get in here and let's see if Maple can beat Pain. In 3, 2, 1, and go! Kadokawa! Hooray for Funimation. Alright, so... Man... Fuck, oh man, she took force damage for hitting the wall, 1d4. Oh Stout Guardian. My girl out here with just one fucking hit point. He killed the Hydra? Man, my man's cheating. My man's cheating by grinding out these levels, but this is a gank at this point. They need some, you know what, they need some fucking, like, level scaling here, you know? If this man's gonna roll in at max fucking level and start shitting on fucking, like, level 20s, nah, that man needs a level sync. Fuck that man. Muda. You've got bigger worries than other people. No, she's the tank, idiot. She very explicitly does not, like, the party is her, yeah. He's even saying that to Balls. But fucking, like, no, Balls is also a tank. He's just a really fucking shitty one. Hey, you girls wanna do something? Like, just standing there doing nothing is probably not helping. My girl out here just doing uwu all the time. Wait, you can use barrier spells to fucking... You can use barrier spells to just fucking incapacitate people. That's ridiculous. That's some Goblin Slayer shit. What the fuck? Behold. The power of book. Man, Pain. Like, this goes beyond cheat. Like, Maple just has some kind of... Maple has some fucking, like, extra skills. This man is literally just like, my number's bigger. Don't get me wrong, it's still kind of a fun fight. from just like pure spectacle, but also from a narrative perspective. It's kind of dumb. Like if Maple loses just because this man's number is bigger, that'd be silly. So I'm hoping she wins. Yeah! Gundam arm! Counter, you say? She dropped her shield. She dropped her shield, my god. So was that just turning his own attack power against it, like, back to his face? Like, just Uno no you card? Oh, so it's 1 HP versus 1 HP. Finally. A worthy challenger. Yes! Yeah, dumbass, now she's got full health again! Stupid bitch! Bite his head off! Just bite his head clean the fuck off! Unfortunately for Maple, Pain has a Vor fetish. Like, and even if they took her down, even if they fucking took her down, she'd come back with full fucking health. God, Atrocity is some busted shit, I love it. Nah, just drop your shield. Oh god, that filter is awful. That filter is actually fucking awful. Holy shit, stop it. There's like 10 fucking filters you could have used for that, and like all of them are better than that. Oh yeah, they've never seen Atrocity before. I mean, well, while she's transformed, just head out, grab some orbs. Like, they take down Atrocity, they have to deal with Maple. Like, and I'd argue that that's arguably worse. Oh shit, they're in 6th now, that's pretty rad. Top 10's not nothing to sniff at. Where'd they get a mug that big? They're just gonna go around ganking motherfuckers, aren't they? Yeah, they're just gonna go around ganking people. Just full wipe guilds 3 times each. Fucking Christ. Yeah, that's definitely the thing you should not do. You hear a little bit of rustling in the fucking bushes. No, you do not move. You stay right the fuck there and you wait for that Russell to come back to you. This sounds like it's from fucking Persona 4. Holy shit. If anybody sees a television, don't go in. Jesus Christ. Fucking Maple Tree, no, they're just gonna win by default. She can be your angle or your devil. Says the person who rolled up to a guild of level 20s with a level 70. Like, the fact that she beat Pain is just a testament to her fucking power. His number was bigger and she won out anyway. Smash cut to their orb being gone. No, you didn't win! You didn't win, though! Pain, the fucking orb is gone. Some folks born born to raise a flag. It's fucking Vietnam happening over there. Jesus Christ. I mean, if you just annihilate everybody who's higher ranked than you, I mean, you win by default, right? Maple just jumps in, fucking wipes them all out, steps on them. God, the fact that they can call their guild an army shows, like, just, it shows the level of imbalance that we've got going on here, dude. Like, they really should have limited these events. Just be like, yeah, you can have, like, up to, like, fucking, I don't know, like, 30 people. Or, like, you know, like, something like that. Damn shame, Redistolfo. And they've all died at least once, which means that they're all facing a fucking debuff. So they're just gonna be easier to kill this time. She says that, Atrocity shows up, she's like, oh no, I peed myself IRL. Oh jeez, I'll fuck. Wasn't he out of traps, by the way? Isn't he useless now? He's playing an item build and he ran out of items. God, the amount of one-hit kills in this game is ridiculous. You seem to use up all your MP after 3 spells. I mean, at least that makes sense. If she's casting spells that one-hit everything, then yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like, at least that's like a understandable. Maple, you're just showing the fuck off now. Come on. Like, we can't even say Maple is just a pure cinnamon bun anymore, because she's just showing off and being a shitter now. Spare Redistolfo's life just to flex. Maple's being a good noodle. I mean, why? Okay, why not, though? But the Flame Emperors are also higher than you in the ranking, so taking them out would make you higher rank. I don't understand this gimmick. Leave the smaller guilds that are below you in the rankings to wipe each other out and kill everyone higher up than you. That makes the most sense to me. I don't know about that one. The world! Jesus Christ. Okay, so here's the thing. Can the Shadow Clones do damage? Signs point to yes. So now there's 6 fucking atrocities running around. Or 7. One of these motherfuckers is just gonna Alt F4. Wait, the credits are happening? What? Okay, we still got like 8 minutes left though. What the fuck? No you don't. You are already max level. You already dedicated yourself to making number go up. Fucking Christ. Alright. So we just got 8 minutes of credits? I doubt it. Oh boy. Like, okay, so yeah, okay, so I guess while the credits are going, I should just totally explain. So what I said earlier about being like, oh man, if Pain wins, this would be bullshit. It's honestly, yeah, no, I'm gonna stand by that. Because a character like Pain, if you have him show up and you have him win purely from his number being bigger, that'd be dumb. And I know like some of you have said like, oh no, he's been getting a bunch of skills as well, but it seems like most of the skills he has are like very, very basic bitch skills. It's like, if you look at like the skills that Maple has got, all of them are very, very unique and very... God, that is... Oh boy, that is a grim portent right there. Fucking Christ. I'll wait. Oh yeah, it was supposed to be like 10 days, right? There's only 6 guilds left! They wiped out every other guild! Oh, it's 5 days, not 10. Maybe you shouldn't have made it so that, like, just murdering other guilds was a valid method. Yeah, that's how you piss off the player base. I don't know about... Nerfing a single player because you don't like what they're doing, that's just bad game development. Maple's the fucking expansion boss. Maple has become a raid boss at this point. That's fucking great. Yeah, she's a cute player. Adorable. Okay, are there actually board games in the game? You know what, that one about munching on a weapon, I imagine, you know what, that one's not too far off for what I would expect. She's combining Wooly with Machine God. Truly a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Third place. So Cade just like so Cade and her guild they came behind like what, just Flame Emperor and Pain. Imagine if Maple just started a fucking Twitch channel. Or sorry, Cade started a Twitch channel. Maple's the character. I does does Sally have a fucking Jack Frost doll in the background? The Persona shit just keeps going, huh? Okay, that's busted. That bit's busted. Everybody that participated that gets so the strong just gets stronger. So if someone starts now, if someone starts the game now, that is 5% that they will never get. That's bad. That is that unless there is a way to get that 5% some other way. No, that makes me slap the desk. That is poor game design. It's literally a maple tree. Yeah, Redistolfo. Added them to her friends list. Yeah. And do all of them have maple in them? So is the end of the show just gonna be a fucking clip show of the last couple episodes? Imagine if her response was, I don't know, I think the stat sheet's broken. Under Vitality, it just says yes. Do you, though? Do you, though? She's learned a new skill that lets her turn into a ghost that possesses your character, deletes your account, and drinks all your Pepsi. Alright, so here's the credits for real. Oh boy, so hey, when's season 2? When's season 2 happening? Oh, oh boy. Alright, so okay, so but yeah. So back to what I was saying. If Pain had just won, it would be kind of bullshit because his whole gimmick is he just have big number. And all of the skills that we've seen from him are very, very basic. All of Maple's skills are very, very like creative, honestly. I don't think she's got a single skill that's not like something that you're like, okay, what the fuck is that? Like, even her most basic skills. Like she doesn't use the paralyzing shout anymore, but like that's probably the most basic one she's got. Like Hydra is pretty show offy, and even then that's pretty simple. fucking like machine god, atrocity, cover move. Every move she has is something that. Hot damn, that was dope. All right, okay, and then I can't follow up the rest of this, all right? But like, I'm sure someone will post it in the comments. But everything that she has is something that is flashy, and it very clearly comes from her playing the game wrong. No season 2 announcement? Damn. You know, it's obvious. Like you look at Maple, you look at her skills, and you're like, okay, how the fuck did you get that ability? That's bullshit. Stop it. But meanwhile, you look at Pain, and like his skills are all, I slash it with my sword. I slash it with my sword a different way. Like it very much comes across as him using default fucking abilities, and that's kind of lame. Which means that like most of his strength just comes from him be big number, and big number be good, which is just Kirito. It's basically just Kirito being the villain. But at the same time, when I'm watching Sword Art Online, I don't want Kirito to win, because the only reason Kirito win is because him be big number, and that's lame. That is very lame. So I am very glad that they basically they made it so that Maple wins, of course, but also she wins using shit that using like her most out there moves, like turning her arm into a Gundam and using counter, which uses his own spell against him, and then refilling her health with Atrocity, turning into a kaiju and murdering the fuck out of him. Like, I don't know, it very much it shows the dichotomy between them, where he just went oh, my number go up. That means I'm the strongest. Me, I'm number one. Meanwhile, Maple's like, I figured out how to turn into a kaiju and a Gundam. It's just a thing that happens now. Like, the fact that that's the dichotomy, just like of just like, oh, I slash with sword and do a big number, and I have created new war crimes. The Hague has a convention in like 2 weeks to figure out like what level these fall on the Geneva Convention. Like, I don't know, it's kind of neat. But if Maple had lost, it would have basically justified Payne's method. And I get like a lot of you last time, you kind of had an issue with me saying it. It's like, oh, of course he has a big number. It's an MMO. It's all about making number go big. But the thing is, most MMOs, when you have a PvP situation, most of the time, yeah, you have some sort of mechanic in place to prevent higher level players from just shit fucking like lower level players. So, for example, in World of Warcraft, if you activate War Mode and you're below max level, and you're below like the level where War Mode starts to be a thing, the fuck is wrong with you? That's not like it gives you like a small experience boost. Like if you want to risk getting ganked, you can, right? It gives you a like 5% XP bonus. You can get that 5% XP bonus like in a bunch of different places, so it's not really all that worth it. But if you want it, if you want to min-max your XP gains, you can risk it. But for the most part, most people turn War Mode the fuck off when they're leveling, and they only really turn it on if they feel like PvPing and they're in like, you know, the level range where they could actually fight someone and win. In fact, like in Battle for Azeroth, before, like when I played last, they actually had a thing where if you were fighting a lower level player, you would get scaled down, like if you were within 10 levels of them. So so if you were 10 levels off from reaching max level, you can turn on War Mode and you can more or less be fine. And then of course, like, you know, you got battlegrounds, which are in brackets. So like people that are within like 5 levels of each other will fight each other in battlegrounds, and you're never gonna run into anyone that is like, you know, like level fucking 110 when you're level 20. You're never gonna run into that. Like it very much it segregates off the player base. Meanwhile, Final Fantasy, everything is level synced. So if you are oh god, what is word I'm looking for? So like if you are level 80 and you're going through Limsa Lominsa, like first off, there's not really like world PvP in that game. But if you're run into like a fate, which is like a general world event, yeah, in order to take part in it, you need to sync your level down to the level of that fate. So if you're playing like with other players and doing that world event, you're not going to just one hit everything and remove all the fun from them. You're bringing yourself down to their level to do that fate. And of course, and like I haven't really done the PvP, the battlegrounds in that game, but I imagine it probably works the same, where you're only ever going to be fighting against people of similar level, or you're going to be, leveled to match. Like I like that just seems on brand. Like most games, they will not allow a max level player to just shit on a low level player, like unless the low level player like actively opts in. And here, this event just seemed to just kind of happen. It didn't seem like people had any choice. Like, I guess the only other choice would be to just log out and just not play. But like, if the way to not get ganked is to not play the game, that's really fucking bad. And I think that's sort of like just like another thing is like this game is really really shoddily put together. The game masters, the developers, they don't really think about balance all that much, and as a result, you've got people like Maple running around. But with Maple, they can't nerf her because, like I said, like they've said, she's become a mascot for the game now. So, well, great. You nerf her, you ruin the fun for everyone. So now you have to let her run roughshod. But then you've also got people like Pain who have power leveled like as close to max level as he can get, and now he's just shit canning everyone. Like, it's like this. Like it's a really poorly put together game, but that's the joke. So I'm kind of fine with it. I just like pointing it out. Like it's like I've played MMOs like a lot like over the years. Like right now, like most of what I play, I play Star Wars: The Old Republic. Which, by the way, another thing, Star Wars: The Old Republic, you're very rarely going to run into people from the other faction in the early game. But even if you did, each planet sinks you to the level of that planet. So if you are level 80 and you go down to Balmora as an Imperial, you're going to be synced to level 20. That's just how it do. But yeah, like that's most of what I play, like the Old Republic and fucking like and I used to play World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy, but like I've played like a bunch of them, and I just really like looking at things like that because like a lot of older MMOs would be like, oh man, it's really hard. That's like hardcore MMO. It's like not really. It was just poorly designed, and you're just taking really poor design decisions as difficulty. That's not a thing. And this show kind of rolls with that. It's like they've made a game that's really poorly put together, really really unintuitive, and really easy to break, and people are loving it in the game because it's like, oh man, fucking it's really complex. It's like, no, it's not complex. These people don't know what the fuck they're doing. And that's kind of the magic of MMOs, because a lot of real world MMOs, like before, you had like the main generalization of MMOs where people kind of figured out what the fuck they were doing. A lot of MMOs were stupid fucking difficult and stupid fucking like hardcore, not from difficulty, but because they were fucking impossible to figure out unless you had like hyper autism. And it's like I think, and like they got to the point where changing them actively negatively impacted the game, which happened with Star Wars Galaxies as well, which is like Star Wars Galaxies. I'm one of the few people that didn't hate the combat changes. Sue me, I know, but the whole thing with that game is that like that game starting out was very very unintuitive, and it was very difficult for people to get into, but the people that did get into it fucking loved it. And they ran into an issue similar to what they've got here, where the people that are currently playing the game fucking love it. But there are a bunch of people every month that they could see bouncing off, and it's like, okay, this is unintuitive, it doesn't make any fucking sense. So they went in and they reworked everything. They went in, they just fucking changed a bunch of shit. They're like, okay, we'll do this and this and this and this and this. And people fucking hated it. So a bunch of people left, but they also got an upswing of new players. But then they double fucked it up, because even then, it was unique, and people were coming in from World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft players were complaining that it wasn't like World of Warcraft, so they made it like World of Warcraft, and then it fucking died. Because why would they play Star Wars Galaxies when they could just play World of Warcraft, and Star Wars Galaxies is the same thing? Like, it's like this show kind of is kind of fun because it's like seeing like a greatest hits album of all the great fuck ups of MMOs, like poor balancing, weird skill acquisition. Like, for once again, Star Wars Galaxies. Like, how do you become a Jedi? Your character is at creation assigned 3 skills that they have to max out, but you have no idea what skills they are, so you need to just level them all, or find a Jedi holocron that will tell you one of your skills. And then you have to go and you have to randomly find a lightsaber crystal, and you have to do all this other shit. Like, that's it. Like, it's just fun. And you just, like, events are fucking weirdly laid out. Like, it's like things can just be like brute force, like, oh, collect all the orbs, or I could just murder everybody. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of fun. Like, I feel like the people that made this show, I feel like they've done one of two things. They've either played a lot of MMOs in the past, or they've seen a lot of anime that star MMOs, and they've got like a generalized grasp of game design to go like, that's not how that works, fam. Like, that's actually really poorly designed. Like, it's one of those too, because like you can't have a show that hits on all these points so specifically and uses them as perfect comedy bait without it being on purpose. So yeah, this show is really good. I like this show a lot. I'm hoping we get a season 2 out of it. And I'm curious to see how far they can take this gimmick, because I don't know, man. Like, it feels like a gimmick that you could run into the ground very fast. But I mean, we're 12 episodes in. There has not been a bad episode yet, and it feels like there's a lot more game to break, and I'm kind of excited. So here's hope we get a season 2 announcement once this virus shit has gone past, and yeah, let's see. But anyway, as always, everybody, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share social media, tell your friends, hit the share button down below. And let me know what you thought of this down there in the comments, whether you like this series, you dislike this series, or you want to bring up some aspect of it that's just completely just whooshed, because hey, that's a thing that can happen. If you want, you can always support me on Patreon, which is linked down there in the description and on the end card, along with a list of all the people that keep the show up and running. And there's also some like rewards for Patreon, but that's all listed on the Patreon website, so you can click the link if you want to see those. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video, but most importantly of all, become a trash mammal today, and I will see you a rune.